Hello and welcome to the Rays post-game show right here on the TBTN, the Tampa Bay Rays television network. This is your host, Ricky Richards, and I will be bringing you some post-game coverage on the matchup we just saw between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays right here at Tropicana Field. The Rays drew a tough team to go up against on opening day, and the Blue Jays a very potent lineup, as we all know, and a very solid pitching staff as well. This Toronto team came very close to making the World Series just a season ago, and that is the expectation this year to go all the way, at least for that Toronto team. As for Tampa Bay, they will be trying to make some noise this year. A lot of analysts are down on them. They don't think they will do too much, especially in the AL East, having to compete with the Toronto Blue Jays, as well as the Red Sox, the Orioles, and even the Yankees, and the AL in general. A lot of very talented teams here in the American League. So the Rays, they do have their work cut out for them, but they do have some pieces, and you saw one of them right there, the young stud pitcher Chris Archer, looking to perhaps get some Cy Young consideration this year. He's done very well over the past several seasons. He's looking to improve yet again like he has every year in the big leagues. We'll see if he can do just that. You see players lining up on each of their respective foul lines. A sellout here at Tropicana Field, something that we don't see too often, in all honesty. It is a bit of a shame, but the fans were able to flock out today for this 4 o'clock start. I'm sure playing the Blue Jays and it being opening day, it definitely helped. And now we will see them take the field for the first time here in the 2016 season. You know Kevin Cash has high expectations for this team. He wants this team to do as well as it possibly can over the next 162 games. We'll see if they can do just that. Of course, Toronto was the away team, so they will bat first. There is the manager for the Blue Jays, and this is the lineup he trotted out. Kevin Pillar leading off, followed by Troy Tulowitzki, Josh Donaldson, Edwin Encarnacion in the cleanup spot, Jose Bautista batting 5th, Michael Saunders 6th, Devin Travis 7th, Jimmy Paredes 8th, and rounding out the order, the catcher, Russell Martin. He'll be going up against Chris Archer, the 27-year-old right-hander for the Tampa Bay Rays, 6'3", 190 pounds. We'll see if he can start his season off with a bang. He's definitely got his work cut out for him, especially against this potent Toronto lineup. When you have Russell Martin batting 9th, you know that lineup will inspire a lot of fear in opposing pitchers. We'll take a look now at how the Rays will position themselves defensively. You have Jennings, Kiermaier, and Dickerson in the outfield, Longoria, Miller, Forsythe, and Morrison in the infield, and Hank Conger will handle the catching duties today. There's a nice shot of Tropicana Field, sold out as I mentioned earlier. Nice to see so many fans come here to the stadium. And that will just about do it for any pregame introduction. So now Kevin Pillar, as you see, stepped into the box here to begin the game. Top of the first, Archer set, and here is the pitch. And the first pitch of the 2016 season for the Rays and the Blue Jays is a ball, 1-0. Count is now 2-0 to the leadoff man, Pillar, who did solid last year, if I do say so myself. And he ropes that into left field, and that will be an easy extra base hit for the speedy Pillar as he pulls into second with a stand-up double. So early trouble for the Rays. This is something you definitely did not want to see if you're a fan, if you're Kevin Cash, if you're Chris Archer yourself. You want to always get that first leadoff guy out, just get that first guy under your belt. Archer was not able to do that, but it's all good because he strikes out Troy Tulowitzki with that slider. And then just a couple of batters later, Edwin Encarnacion, 0-2 count. Pillar still on second, and the slider gets Encarnacion as well. So Archer with 2 strikeouts in the inning. That leadoff double does not come back to haunt him. And now we'll take a look at who the Rays trotted out on opening day. Kevin Kiermaier leading off, followed by Desmond Jennings, Corey Dickerson, Evan Longoria cleaning up, Logan Forsythe, Steve Pearce, Logan Morrison, Hank Conger, and Brad Miller rounding out the order. They'll be going up against Marcus Stroman, the 24-year-old who missed much of last season due to injury, but had several solid starts when he came back late in the year. 5'8", 180, so there will always be questions about his size, but of course, we've seen that size doesn't really matter for Stroman. He can be a very solid pitcher in this league regardless of his small stature. And then looking at the Toronto Blue Jays defensively, they have Saunders, Pillar, and Bautista in the outfield, Donaldson, Tulowitzki, Travis, and Encarnacion in the infield, and Russell Martin will be handling the catching duties today. Bottom of the first, 2-1 count. I'll let Rays play-by-play broadcaster Ryan Wallace, take it away. One is hit very well out to left field. Will it have enough? It does! Home run, Desmond Jennings. His first of the year comes right here on opening day, and the Rays have taken an early 1-0 lead over the Toronto Blue Jays. Kevin Cash clapping his hands. He has to be thrilled after, and you know Kevin Cash has to be extremely happy about that solo home run. Nothing better on opening day than to get out to an early 1-0 lead, especially on a home run by the second batter in your lineup. Of course, Kiermaier couldn't do much, but Desmond Jennings came up and lined a home run out to straightaway left field, and the entire Rays team, they've got to be really hyped up, have a 1-0 lead over the Toronto Blue Jays. And now we're in the top of the second, 2-2 count to Jose Bautista, and he goes down swinging on that slider. And now here is Michael Saunders, a 1-2 count. And here is the pitch, and strikes out. Archer with 4 strikeouts here through the first 2 innings. He's got the strikeout pitch working. Now we'll head to the bottom of the second. I'll let Ryan Wallace take it away once again. You just have to wonder how well Pierce will do after being signed by the Rays. And that one is skied out to left field. Will this one have enough? It finally lands, and it does. Home run, Steve Pierce in his first game as a Tampa Bay Ray. And this lead is now extended. Tampa Bay leads 2-0. Pierce really got all of that one. That one almost hit the catwalks. And Tampa Bay now has a big 2-0 lead. Oh, that is definitely a nice way to start off your career, Mr. Pierce, as a Tampa Bay Ray. Of course, Pierce, one of the many offseason acquisitions by the Tampa Bay Rays front office this past offseason. And what better way to introduce yourself to the Tampa Bay Rays faithful than a skied home run out to left field? Nice job, Mr. Pierce. Now we're here, top of the third, 1-2 count to the catcher, Russell Martin. Here is the pitch. Struck him out. 5th strikeout of the day for Chris Archer. And we're only here in the 3rd inning, but Archer wasn't done. Here is Troy Tulowitzki up at the dish. 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on the slider. Once again, that nasty slider has gotten Archer several strikeouts here today. But Archer, of course, he's still not done. Top of the 4th, 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's Donaldson, believe it or not. And now 1-2 count to Encarnacion. Swing and a miss. That slider once again. And now up to the dish steps Bautista, a 1-2 count. Here is the pitch, and strike 3 called on that slider. Jose Bautista goes down looking, and Archer strikes out the side in the inning. Bottom of the 4th, I'll let Ryan Wallace take it away once again. 2-2 count to Forsythe, and here's the pitch, and oh my goodness, that one crushed out to left center field, and that one easily clears the fence, not like the first 2 home runs we've seen today. And the Rays, thanks to that Logan Forsythe bomb, now lead the Toronto Blue Jays by 3. Scores 3-0. Ball was just absolutely smoked out to left center. A no doubt about it home run by Logan Forsythe. A nice start to his season. You'll see he knew it immediately right when it came off his bat that this one was going into the seats out in left field. 3 home runs so far for the Rays, and they have a 3-0 lead. Top of the 5th, 0-2 count. Here is the pitch, and struck him out. That's Jimmy Paredes, 10th strikeout of the day for Chris Archer. And we just got to look at all of these. Here is Tulo swinging, Encarnacion swinging, Bautista, sit down. Saunders, grab some pine, homie. Martin, goodbye. Tulo again. Donaldson, see ya. Encarnacion, he gone. Bautista looking. And Paredes set down, the 10th strikeout for Chris Archer, but he wasn't done. Still in the top of the 5th, 2 outs. Here's Russell Martin. Check swing, strike 3, called on the changeup, low and away. 11 strikeouts for Archer through 5 innings of play. Tampa Bay still has that 3-0 lead. Toronto with only 3 hits through 5 frames. Top of the 6th now, 1-2 count. And strike 3 called on the leadoff man, Pilar. You can tell Pilar, he didn't really agree with that too much, but regardless, that's another striker for Archer now. 0-2 count. Here's Tulowitzki for the third time. No, it was a 1-2 count, but Tulo gets a hold of that pitch by Archer, and he cuts the lead down. 3-1 now is the score. Still in favor of the Rays, but Archer, who knows, maybe he was getting just a little cocky there. Thought he was going to set down Tulo once again, but instead Tulo launches one 398 feet out to left field. That's where all the home runs have gone today, coincidentally. And this is now just a 2-run game here at Tropicana Field here on opening day. But Archer would bounce back. 0-2 count to Bautista, and struck him out. Third time Bautista struck out today. Not the way he wanted to start his season. Now top of the 7th, 1-2 count to Paredes, and he strikes out once again, called strike 3. Rays still hold that 3-1 lead. We'll head now to the bottom of the 7th. Man on second. Now we'll see what happens here. So Logan Morrison grounds it out to Devin Travis, has a hit off his glove, and Travis, he throws it over to second, but meanwhile the runner who was on second is able to score. I guess Travis was a little concerned that Morrison was going to try to go to second. Who knows? But Morrison gets himself a nice RBI single, and the Rays now lead this game 4-1. Top of the 8th now, 2-2 count to Russell Martin. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on the slider. His third time striking out. That's the hat trick, and now we will see the starter comparison. Look at that strikeout total, 15 Ks for Chris Archer. Now runners on the corners, 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th, or 2 on the corners, 1 away, I should say, bottom of the 8th. And Corey Dickerson up at the plate, and he skies one out to right field. This one will stay in the park, but Brad Miller on third. He will tag, as well as Kevin Kiermaier. He's heading to second. Both runners will be safe. Throw way offline, not even close to the plate. And now Corey Dickerson has himself an sacrifice fly, makes the game 5-1. You know, Kevin Cash is happy. You know who's not happy, though? Jose Bautista's got to be ashamed of himself for that throw. Head to the top of the 9th, 0-2 count here to Josh Donaldson, and struck him out. Got caught looking on the slider, and that's 1 away. And now full count offering to Edwin Encarnacion. Here is pitch number 107. Struck him out. 2 outs now in the top of the 9th, both via the strikeout, and Archer just 1 out away from a complete game. I'll let Ryan Waldes take it away. Archer set. Got the sign from Conger. Here is the 2-2 pitch to Bautista. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Rays have won in a very impressive fashion here on opening day against the Toronto Blue Jays by a final score of 5-1. Chris Archer absolutely dominant from the word go today. A complete game, 18 strikeouts. You cannot get much better than that. Indeed, Ryan, I have to agree. Just an excellent way to start off the season for your Tampa Bay Rays. But that's all for me here on the TBTN, the Tampa Bay Rays Television Network. This has been Ricky Richards here on the Rays postgame show. Once again, the final score, Tampa Bay 5, Toronto 1. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.